This video contains spoilers for X-Men the Animated Series and X-Men 97.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Well, in this video, we're going to do some stuff a little bit different here. Because here is the final result of this video, right here. Yeah, I'm going to go through and show you guys how I made this. Who is this guy? Well, I actually don't read many of the comics because there are so many comics out there and everything, so I can't keep track of everything. But this guy is Bastion. He is the big bad from X-Men 97, the TV show on Disney Plus and everything. Go check that out if you haven't seen it. If you haven't seen it, what's wrong with you? I'm kidding. No shaming, no gatekeeping here, guys. Go check out that. It's a really good show and everything. But I've shown you that, so we're going to go into a little bit about the character and everything. So yeah, let's get to that.
What just happened? It's so dark in here. Hang on, guys. Let me find a light switch. There we go. You all should know this place, the axis of time. In order to tell you who Bastion is, we're going to have to talk about time. According to the comics, Bastion is the mingling of Master Mold and Nimrod. Master Mold is basically a giant robot who Bolivar Trask created to mold smaller sentinels in order to hunt down and destroy all mutants way back in the 1960s. Nimrod is a more evolved variant of a sentinel from the distant future, well, maybe present day, 21st century. Man, time flies. In the future, time travel is a easy thing to do. Cable does it, Bishop does it, Apocalypse does it, so of course the mutant-killing Nimrod can travel through time as well. What kind of Skynet stuff is going on in the future? Really, sorry, getting off topic. In the comics, Nimrod comes back in time from the future to the time where Master Mold still exists and they team up. Of course, that means a battle has to take place against the X-Men who are unable to defeat them. The X-Men are forced to push them through the Siege Perilous, which is a cosmic judgment that the entities that control the universe use to judge people. After passing through the Siege Perilous Master Mold and Nimrod become fused together and Bastion is born, a cybernetic hybrid with no memory. Bastion was raised by a woman named Rose Gilberti. Bastion learns of the mutant threat through the media, which kickstarts his forgotten memories of Master Mold's and Nimrod's directives to hate mutants and destroy mutants. Numerous times Bastion proved to be a huge threat to mutants, such as in Operation Zero Tolerance and in Hope Summers' Second Coming. As a cybernetic lifeform, Bastion has several powers including technopathy, energy manipulation, and time-traveling capabilities. These abilities make Bastion one of the most notorious Sentinel supervillains to threaten mutants. Spoiler alert! If you haven't seen X-Men 97, go watch it now and come back to this video. In X-Men the Animated Series and X-Men 97, Bastion's life is pretty much the same as in the comic books, except for his creation. Nimrod still travels back in time and is defeated by the X-Men, but like any other soap opera, people don't stay dead. Nimrod was able to infect a school janitor with his nanites before he was defeated. Bastion is a human-cybernetic hybrid in this timeline. Bastion is still raised by his mother, Rose Gilberti. Bastion learns of the mutant threat, and that engages his memories and therefore his hatred of mutants and his directive to seek out and destroy them. Bastion hides behind the curtain, so to speak, like a puppeteer with Henry Girick and Bolivar Trask doing most of the dirty work. Bastion secretly orchestrated the attack on Genosha in X-Men 97 Season 1 Episode 5, Remember It. While the X-Men are off trying to stop Rogue, who has gone on a vendetta, Bastion has secretly kidnapped Magneto and is holding him hostage. When the X-Men finally catch up to Trask, he is terrified of Bastion to the point where he attempts suicide rather than divulging Bastion's involvement. Surprise! Turns out Trask is some sort of human sentinel hybrid known as a Prime Sentinel. Prime Sentinels are humans who either willingly or unwillingly undergo procedures to become Sentinels. The X-Men are forced to fight against the Prime Sentinels and Bastion, and by the end of the season, it's unclear if Bastion is gone or just back to hiding in the shadows. Okay, guys, now you know about Bastion. Let's get to the build.
Alright, guys, so here you go. Here is the Bastion action figure we are going to be using. We are using the Marvel Legends Warlord Professor X. I've just removed his well, I purchased this buck off of eBay, and so we are going to. His head was gone, the cape and everything's gone, so we're just using the body for that. And then I have two head sculpts here from Carnage 717 on Etsy. I will put a link in the description so you guys can go find him. Go purchase his stuff and support him and everything. These are resin 3D printed and everything for the Marvel Legends size. So yeah, this is what we're using for the Bastion build. Very simple build, really. I'm going to paint the body black, and then across here he's got it's kind of like a magenta triangle piece. I'll show you. I'll put a picture up so you guys can see it and everything. And that's what that's going to be. And then we're going to brush paint some gold on his everything. You'll see the picture. You guys will kind of understand. So that's what we're going for on him. So I'm going to tape up at the line. At this line here, I'm going to tape up and everything because he's kind of wearing the suit that he's wearing is kind of a turtleneck. So I'm going to tape right across that line, paint this whole black. Then I'll go in, tape up the magenta and everything. Oh, and for the magenta, we're using Montana magenta. Montana paints magenta and everything. This is the same magenta that I used for my Gambit cosplay. So I'll put a link in the description for you guys to find out. I think I got that off of Amazon. So yeah, there's that. So we got the blacks, got the magenta. Warlord Professor X, when he went off to be with the Shinar Empire. I'm butchering the name, I'm sorry. But he went to be with them and everything. I'll paint these. So this is another build where I'll paint the body out here, and then we'll go into the work area to do the faces, because I'll be hand painting them. Let that dry, come back, maybe hit it with another coat. I don't think I need another coat, but I'm going to hit it with a clear coat so that when I go in and I mask off, it won't tear that paint off. So that's what I do. Okay, so we'll be right back. Okay guys, so I have Bastion black and clear coat, so I am about to go in and do the magenta that's right here on his chest. It's kind of weird and everything. I'm hoping I don't know. I gotta see. Apparently also there's black along his collar right there. So yeah, this is gonna be a fun one. Okay guys, there's Bastion. The black will be magenta. That's what we're going for. Open the door. So actually, let's do a jump. Oh. So here we are, guys. We are in the inside in the work area now. Trying to get this level for you guys. I'm sorry. We're in the work area now. We're working on Bastion. We're going to be painting. We're gonna be doing his head and everything, his face sculpt, and then we also have some detail parts to do on the body too. So we're gonna do a small run through of the paints we're gonna be using. So for the skin, just like on the Gambit, we're gonna be using this Craftmark Coral. And I also picked this up yesterday at Target. This acrylic paint, Mondo Llama, and it is what is this? Casual khaki. Yeah, we're gonna be doing that. So that's for his skin. That's for his hair. We got white for his eyes. We've got black for his pupil, and we got two decisions here for his iris. I'm thinking more of the ice blue because his eyes are blue and everything. So I think we're gonna go with that. But either way, so we got that, and then on the actual suit, we've got this fuchsia, which is really close to this. Well, I think that's fuchsia too, and everything. It's really close to that, so that's for the cufflinks and everything. And then we've got gold for little pieces and everything, cufflinks and buckles and stuff. So that's where we're at. We're gonna dive into this. Excuse me. It should be relatively easy, unlike that Gambit. So let's paint the eyes first. Alright, first things first, let's try and get some white on his eyes. His eyes are really narrow. It's extremely hard. I'm gonna have to do this and globs and then work it back with the fuchsia or the coral. Very simple. Back enough so where you can see everything. Alright, we'll let that dry, come back, hit it with another coat, and then start touching it up. But yeah, that's where we're at so far. I know at the beginning of the video I showed two heads of Bastion that I had received from Carnage 717, but over the weekend after I painted this, and I let it sit over the weekend, and over the weekend I had an idea for another action figure build which calls for that other head. So I'm waiting for parts to come in for that, and I will do that build. That should be a pretty easy build and everything. So yeah, you'll see that head get painted and everything in the next, or the next, not the next video, but in that video about Bastion and everything. So that's where we are, guys. So give me a minute and we'll let that dry and I'll be right back. Hey guys, so I just painted the head sculpt and I put this down, the figure down, everything. I said we were going to do it, we were going to wait, and I realized I had work to do on the body and everything. His hands need to, I started painting the fuchsia on his hands and everything, and I was like, those have to be flesh tone, Ben. So yeah, we're going to go in, paint those flesh tone real fast with this coral. And then we can paint the fuchsia on top of them. There's Bastion's head. Alright, we gotta let this dry. Let those hands dry. And then we will... Don't hit that again. Then we will take care of... we got a couple of small pieces to paint. But otherwise, Bastion's almost done. Well, guys, we've come full circle. Yeah, time travel. It's weird. I have spent the last few days working on this. Actually, just like 5-10 minutes here and there. I started this a week ago. I've been working on it 5-10 minutes here and there and everything. But we finally come full circle. Let's show you the final result. And there you have it, guys. One Bastion. His head sculpt actually kind of reminds me of either Stephen Lang or William Dafoe. So yeah, that's very unique. But there you guys go. Close up of that head sculpt and everything. Like I said earlier in this video, the body is not necessarily what I was going for with this, because in the TV series, it's more like what you see in the Next Generation suits and everything, like what Picard and Riker and Geordi and them all wear and everything. But I use the Warlord Professor X from when he went to be with the Shizar Empire and everything from X-Men 97 in the animated series and everything. But there you go. Very simple. Used the Warlord body, and then the head sculpt I got. Back up a little bit. Head sculpt is from Carnage 717 on Etsy. I'll put a link in the description for you guys so you can go find it. Paints, very simple. We've got gold for detail parts. We used a fuchsia, which the Ralcan is Montana Paints fuchsia. I also used this here fuchsia here from Testers. This is part of like a 36 pack I got from Menards. So you got that. I used coral, Crossmark's coral for the skin tones on his hands and his face. I used this. What is this? This is casual khaki. I got this at Target and everything with about 4 other flesh tone like colors. So that's for his hair and goatee. Yeah, I use this ice blue, excuse me, for his eyes. These, of course, his irises, and then black and white for various small places like his eyes and everything. But yeah, there you go, one Bastion. This was this build went a lot better than the Gambit build I had last week. Yeah, I'll put a link to that video in the description so you guys can go find that Gambit build. But I'm impressed by this head sculpt and everything, how it came out compared to that Gambit. I had so much trouble. My hands were shaking on the Gambit. I was trying to mix the Vallejo paint, which I still have out and everything. Sorry, I'm trying to... There you go. So yeah, that's there. I'll try and put that in the description too, a link for those. But yeah, that's where we are at. Let me turn you around here so you can... There. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys watching and helping my channel grow and everything. Please go check out my Etsy and my eBay. There's links in the description for those. Also go check out the 2 artists that are always in my descriptions. You got Alicia Miles on Facebook Marketplace, and then you have Mike Shampine. Mike is a very good, talented artist and everything. He does a lot of pinup art, but he also does art for comic books and everything. So go check him out and everything. Please like and subscribe. Yes, big help to the channel if you guys do that and everything. It'll make it grow and everything. Comment, of course, help me. Your comments help me grow as a maker and everything. I'm always up to it for constructive criticism. At the same time, I try not to in any of my videos block anything. So like no shaming and no gatekeeping. Yeah, that's the word, gatekeeping. So yeah, I'm sorry, I keep moving the camera trying to get this. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And otherwise, I will see you guys next time.